Hello, it's me again. It's been a long time since I've done a video. For some reason it says I have to wait 24 hours to go live or something, and I've been doing these videos for a while, but I'm using my phone, so it's not the best quality or best lighting. Anyway, I promised last time that I was going to do a video about something scary, so I figured that I would talk about my experience at Waverly Hills Hospital, which I live not too far away from that. I think I looked awful. Okay, anyway, and then also maybe I'll talk about some of my favorite, or not favorite, but the crimes or killers that I'm most interested in, and why they interest me. But, and then the next video I want to do is, I'm a big Wish fan, I think I've told you guys. And I'm probably going to do, like, my Wish favorites. So, anyhow, I'm going to get a lot of camera angles here till I get this straight. This is like an impromptu video. But this wig here I got from did I get it from Wish? No, I got this one on Amazon, but they got the same one on Wish, and I love it. It's blue. So, anyway, I have had an experience at Waverly Hills Hospital. I've been there a couple of times. I've been there before, it was, I've been there, shoot, hold on. I've been there a few times before it was actually open to the public, which they do tours now, but we were trying to sneak in, which you used to be able to do, and you can't anymore because they've got security guards there. But I went with my husband and his sister and her husband at the time, and we had flashlights and everything, and where you have to park, you got to walk up this big long hill along the side, and we were making our way up the hill. The whole time you're walking up the hill, you could hear voices in the woods, and I thought they were actually like teenagers or people or something, but apparently they were not living people, because I don't know why I couldn't, well, I'll get to that point. But anyway, we heard talking and stuff, and we got about halfway up the driveway, and there was like a set of stairs on the left that went up to, I guess, a door, and all of a sudden, everybody else could see like a shadow person, but I couldn't see a shadow person. All I could see was, I could sense it, that it was there, and like, it ran down really fast from the building, went across the grass. It's like you could hear the whoosh sound of the wind, and the grass moved, and then it crossed the road that we were on and went to the other side of the road, and bent down literally bent down the tree limb, the bush limbs. You could see the limbs bending literally with your eyes, and I was pointing at it as it ran across because like I knew there was something there, I just didn't know what. And then everybody else saw like a shadow person. And then, like I said, the voices were continuing and stuff. And then all of a sudden, my husband looks over, and he's like a real skeptical person. So he looks over, and he's like, there's a shadow person standing right here next to me. And then everybody started running. And so I went running too. And we ran all the way down the driveway back towards the car. And like my husband and his sister tripped at the same time. I don't know if that had anything to do with anything, but it was just kind of funny that they tripped at the same time. So that was one of my experiences at Waverly. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to say, it was a full moon that night. And when we first got there, we heard a woman screaming from the top of the building. And I know that somebody had jumped from up there back in the old days. So I think that it was we heard the woman screaming that had jumped. It was freaky as hell. So then we went there for Halloween one year, and I just wanted to get in there just to see it and stuff. And so we were going around, through there for Halloween, and we walked, of course we were in a group, and we walked going around this edge of a corner, and something grabbed my ankle and like squeezed and then let go. And normally back then people couldn't touch you in the haunted houses, and the spot that it was in, you couldn't even, someone couldn't even fit in that spot. So it was just kind of creepy. But those are my 2 Waverly Hills experiences. From all that I experienced personally, and then all the stories that I've heard. You can probably hear my dog over there making his noises. Let's see if you can see him. There he is. He is a coon hound, and he's mixed with something else. I think he's mixed with German Shepherd, but I'm not 100% sure. Because he's got like those Monroe things on his cheeks. But he does a lot of huffing and gruffing and moaning and stuff. And that's apparently what they do when they're content. It's really my daughter's dog. But anyway, okay, so as far as serial killers and stuff go, like I've been interested in that for years and years and years. And I have a lot of information. I have a lot of books and stuff about it. I guess I wouldn't say my favorite serial killers, because then that sounds like I'm some kind of a weirdo or something. But the ones that I am most intrigued by, I guess you'd say, was of course Ted Bundy is one of my I'm most interested in. Just the whole, I don't know what draws me to that, but just the fact that that he was like a normal looking guy, mostly for the most part behaving guy, until he got a girl and choked her, and what he did with their bodies and stuff afterwards. And I heard he even put makeup on them and kept their heads, and I think he put them in the bed with him too, like laid with them. Of course he did other things with them, but that's yuck. Well, anyway, he's one of I'm most intrigued by serial killers. Who else? I don't know, like, I guess ever since I saw Mindhunter, like, Ed Kemper interests me just because, he's so huge and stuff, and it's, like, scary to me to think of, like, I'm a nurse, and I've seen patients that are just, like, huge men, and immediately in my mind, I'm just kind of a weirdo, and I'm like, oh my God, if that guy ever wanted to kill somebody, all he'd have to do is just like snap their neck and boom, they'd be gone. It's just kind of scary to think that somebody that huge, killing people. There was one guy, I think it was Joel Rifkin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it interests me because he killed nurses and waitresses, and he always picked like real petite, small girls. And what he did to one of the nurses, she was a real pretty blonde girl. I mean, she'd been a cheerleader. She had everything going for her, and he took her out to this bus and murdered her. And then she lived a little bit longer, crawled out from the bus and like made it out into the field, and then she died. So she didn't die right away, but I guess it interests me because they were nurses. Some of them were nurses, and so am I, so hoping, I don't know, this is just kind of an impromptu quick video, because my next one will be more organized, but I am wanting to talk more about some of the more less talked about killers and stuff, so that it's interesting. And I also want to talk about like my favorite YouTubers, and not all of my favorite YouTubers are in the horror genre. Some of my favorites are I like the ones that read. I like to listen to the stories. I listen to them in my car sometimes, driving home from work. I listen to them at night. I listen to them when I'm trying to fall asleep. And some of my favorite ones are Mortis Media, and I like Let's Read. I like Phantom of Darkness, Darkness Prevails, and one of my all-time favorites is Duchess Dark. If you haven't checked her out, you really need to check her out. She's awesome. She's got an awesome voice. She talks about great subjects, and she I don't know, I just really like her. She has some great material. She has some a lot of true stories, a lot of stuff about serial killers and the like, but she also does creepypastas. Sometimes people write stories and send them in to her, and she reads them, and they're just great. She's the only person that I'll listen to tell a story that I know is not true. It's a written story, because she's just got a great reading voice and a great channel. Duchess Dark. Okay, and then some of my other people that I like. There's a girl from Norway, I think. Her name's Chris B. Black, and she does a lot of wish hauls. She's a vegan. I'm not a vegan, but I'm just saying she's a vegan, and she talks a lot about things that she eats. She has recipes. I don't know. She just has a really cute little channel, and she's friendly, and I just like watching her. I also watch Criminally Listed, which probably a lot of people watch. Scary Mysteries is a really good one. And for right now, those are my favorite YouTubers. And then we'll talk more about in my next video. Probably I won't do a Wish haul. What I'll do is, I've got so much stuff from Wish. Most of it I like. So what I'm gonna do is like my favorite things that I've ordered from Wish. Actually, this is another thing that I'm really getting into. I'm excited about them because they remind me, you know, I wore these in the 90s and the 2000s, but I just got a pack from Wish in different colors. But I love these things. I got tons of chokers, regular chokers, but these tattoo chokers are really cool. And I guess that's all I got for today. As soon as I can get this uploaded, I will. And hope everybody has a nice day. Hopefully I'll be able to make another video sooner than it's taken me to make this one. Got a lot of things I can talk about. Like I said, I want to do some stuff about when I had leukemia. You know, if you're got any questions or interested, like if you're diagnosed with leukemia, and you have any questions or anything, let me know. And he keeps barking. Say hi, Arlo. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. What are you growling at? I guess you don't like that. He barks all the time anymore. But that's all I got for today. See you next time. Bye.